.095 and .0505. Do you guys see that? Negative 1.645. Okay. Now we're gonna, so this is the critical value. I'm just gonna write critical value right here so that you know what that vocab word means. So now basically we see, when we do a test, does it fall in the null or does it fall in the rejection region? All right. So now I'm gonna do X bar. Wait, this was step 2. What was step 3? Critical value. And the rejection region is the shaded area over here. So anything less than a z-score of negative 1.645 would reject the null. So x bar minus mu divided by sigma divided by the square root of n. All right, what is x bar? That's our sample mean. So when they did a sample, what did they get?
66,900.
66,900. We're going to subtract the mean that we guessed, which was this, that's 68,000. Divided by 5,500. Divided by the square root of, how many people did we ask?
20.
Okay, put this in your calculator. Make sure there are parentheses around the top. Did you get the same thing I did?
Yeah.
So here would be a z-score of 0 right in the center, right? So a z-score of negative 0.89, I don't know, maybe it's hitting like right here. Do you see how that hit in the null? It didn't hit in the rejection region, which means that I'm going to accept the null and reject the claim. So for my sentence, I'm going to write, I accept the null and reject the claim that the mechanical engineers make less than $68,000. But the problem here is that they did make less than $68,000. So why did it fail? The average was 66,900. Tell me.
Because of the standard deviation.
Yeah, well, it's just not, it's not far enough. It needs to be low enough for me to say, look, I'm positive that the company is lower than this other company. 66,900, it's not low enough compared to 68,000 for me to conclusively say, I accept that the average is lower than this. Because I didn't ask everybody, I only asked 20 employees.
Be a huge company.
Yeah, and if it's a huge company and I only ask 20 employees and I get a number it's that close to 68,000, not close enough. See, It was below average, right?
Yeah.
But it wasn't far enough below with a z-score that at a 5% probability level that I would accept it. Okay, do you want to do the next one with me, or do you want to do it together?
No, try it together.
Just me and you? Or with Nesmon? What does you mean?
How about-
Me or with
how about-
her or together?
Oh.
How about I write it, but you guys tell me what to write? Okay, that work? And make it easier for the video too.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. A researcher claims that the mean annual cost of raising a child is $13,900 just for the ages of 2 and under. In, I don't know why I capitalized that, in a random sample of husband-wife families in the US, the mean annual cost of raising a child is this. The sample consists of 500 children. Assume that the population standard deviation is 2,345 at alpha equals 0.1. Is there enough evidence to reject this claim? Okay? So, tell me, what should I do first?
Verify that standard deviation is no.
Which it is.
The population standard deviation, yep, I'm gonna write it down right there.
Is it normally distributed?
No,
But that's a
It has
four.
more than 30.
yeah. So n is greater than or equal to 30, so we are good. Which makes sense that it wouldn't be normally distributed, because think about it. Do families spend approximately the same amount on their children? Heck no. There are some families that are like, I will shower my children. My kid's wearing Gucci diapers. And there are some parents who are like, how dirty is that diaper? Could we use that dirty diaper again? Because there's big different values in income. Okay. And not in a perfect little bell curve like this. There's not an equal amount of poor people and rich people, just in case you didn't know.
Wow.
We can do H sub O and H sub A.
Okay, H sub O and H sub A.
And it should be mu.
It's mu for both. It says the mean cost of raising a child is that much. So where does that go?
Well, it should be, if it is, that's equal to
Mhm.
H sub O.
Remember that the claim can be on the top or the bottom, so I'm going to write claim next to the top one. What's the opposite of a claim being equal to 13,900?
It does not.
That means that it could be significantly higher than that, or it could be significantly lower than that, and the claim would fail. Now what?
Draw a picture.
Draw a little bell curve. Noah, left-tailed, right-tailed, two-tailed.
Two-tailed.
Yes.
That's, oh my gosh. Oh.
Now, alpha equals 0.1 this time, but that rejection region is shared between the tails, which means that it would be 5% over here and 5% over there. So what would I look up in the table?
0.05.
0.05 in the middle of the table, but
We did that
we
last
did that last time, so this is negative 1.645, and this one is
1.645.
positive 1.645. X minus mu over sigma, actually X bar minus mu over sigma divided